A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic display of support, former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro found himself at the center of a large rally in Sao Paulo on June 30th, 2025, as thousands gathered on Paulista Avenue to protest against his ongoing Supreme Court trial. This trial stems from accusations of his involvement in a coup attempt aimed at overturning the results of the 2022 presidential elections, which saw the left-wing Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva emerge victorious. The demonstration, described by Bolsonaro as an act for freedom, for justice, attracted a couple of thousand supporters who rallied behind the embattled leader. Bolsonaro, who served as president from 2019 to 2022, faces serious legal challenges, including 5 counts related to the alleged coup plot alongside 33 of his allies. The stakes are high, as a conviction could lead to years of imprisonment for the former president. In his speech to the crowd, Bolsonaro asserted his innocence, claiming that the accusations against him were politically motivated. He stated, "Those who accuse me may have trump cards up their sleeves. But I have 3 things on my side that they don't have: God, freedom, and the support of a large part of the Brazilian population." He emphasized his devotion to Brazil, asserting, "I'm not obsessed with power. I'm in love with my country." Despite the gravity of the situation, Bolsonaro has consistently called for public demonstrations in his favor over the past few months. However, the turnout at these rallies has seen a decline, with the most recent event drawing significantly fewer attendees compared to earlier protests. In April, an estimated 45,000 people participated in a march, nearly 4 times the number of supporters who showed up for the June rally. The backdrop of this protest is a tumultuous political landscape in Brazil, marked by the January 2023 riots led by Bolsonaro supporters, known as Bolsonaristas. These rioters stormed government buildings in a failed attempt to pressure the military into ousting President Lula, echoing the January 6th insurrection in the United States. The Brazilian police have labeled these actions as an uprising and are investigating Bolsonaro for potential illegal espionage during his presidency. As the legal proceedings unfold, Bolsonaro's defense rests on his repeated denials of any coup planning. In a recent testimony before the Supreme Court, he declared, "There was never any talk of a coup. A coup is an abominable thing. Brazil couldn't go through an experience like that." His claims of innocence are further complicated by the ruling from Brazil's Superior Electoral Court, which has barred him from holding office until 2030 due to abuses of political power and unfounded allegations against the electoral system. As the trial progresses, legal experts anticipate that sentencing could occur in the latter half of the year. Should Bolsonaro be convicted, he faces a potential prison sentence of up to 12 years. Despite the mounting challenges, Bolsonaro remains defiant, continuing to rally his supporters in a bid to maintain his influence in Brazilian politics. The political landscape is also shifting as potential candidates for the 2026 presidential election emerge, including Sao Paulo Governor Tarcísio de Freitas, a former Bolsonaro minister. As the situation develops, the Brazilian public watches closely, aware that the outcome of this trial could have lasting implications for the nation's political future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.